It was never clear. Just loud enough to stay. A station barely holding, somewhere out of time. Your voice cutting through the fragments, bleeding through the lines. Hands hovering, almost touching, pulling back again. We stayed inside the white noise without saying what it meant. Every word we blurred, every silence burned, tuning into frequencies we never had to learn. We loved in the static, when nothing was clean. Half of it real, half in between. We loved in the static, no promise, no proof, just enough signal to feel like the truth. Late night transmissions fading by the day, two frequencies colliding, then drifting far away. No future to defend here, no labels left to guess, just a laugh that sounded empty, but anchored in my chest. Every word we blurred, every silence burned, tuning into frequencies we never had to learn. We loved in the static, when nothing was clean. Half of it real, half in between. We loved in the static, no promise, no proof, just enough signal to feel like the truth. Say it again. No, it cuts out. Wait, I almost heard it. I don't try to fix it now. The broken parts remain. If we found a perfect signal, it wouldn't feel the same. We loved in the steps never match my pace, like something's walking just behind. Walls remember everything, name scratched into broken paint. Every voice that tried to leave still gets caught in what is said. A bottle rolls, no one there. Wind moves like it knows me well. I don't run, I don't stare. Some things follow when you tell. I keep it quiet, keep it low. Somewhere only I will go. Every sound begins to bend, like it's trying to pretend. Echoes from the alley, calling out my name. Not loud enough to answer, not soft enough to fade. Echoes from the alley, nothing feels brand new. Every step I'm taking sounds like something I once knew. Light flickers, then it holds just enough to show the ground. There's a figure in the dark, but it disappears with sound. I remember standing here, different night, same mistake. Said some things I can't take back, now they're all I ever take. Don't screen lights my face in blue. No signal, still it rings like a call from somewhere else, where I left unfinished things. Every corner feels the same. Every silence has a name. Try to leave, but something stays, tracing back my older way. Echoes from the alley, never really gone. They don't need permission, they just keep moving on. Echoes from the alley, closer than they seem. Every time I lose myself, they replay what I mean. You said it. You heard it. You don't get to forget it. I don't fight it anymore. Some ghosts don't want a war. They just stand where you once stood and repeat what you ignored. If I stay here long enough, maybe it will turn to noise. But I know the difference now between silence and a voice. Echoes from the alley, still inside my head. I left that place hours ago, but it never really left. No priest, no booth, just the hum of the light. Black neon across my face, drawing every flowing sharp, flickering above the bar. It knows exactly where to start. I line my glasses up like alibis to complicate the truth, 'cause every version that I sell leaves out a different proof. Black neon confession, nothing holy, nothing clean, just a careful, quiet distortion of the things I really mean. Black neon confession, no forgiveness in the light, just a cold and heavy silence staring back at me tonight. Guilt is not a constant weight, it shifts inside the crowd. I remember what I did, I just don't say it loud. You ask me if I'm honest, I say honest as the day. But truth is just a mirror that I turn the other way. If I said it clearly, would it change a single thing? or just remove the last excuse. Some truths don't want to judge, they just want to be seen. Black neon confession, nothing holy, nothing clean, just a careful, quiet distortion of the things I really mean. Black neon confession, no forgiveness in the light, just a cold and heavy silence staring back at me tonight. Black neon confession, when the colors start to fade, no crowd, no noise, just me and what I made. We don't vote here, we just stay awake. We don't vote here. We don't. Street lights flicker like they're thinking twice. Every shadow got a second life. Windows glowing, nobody home, just silhouettes on borrowed time. Sirens hum like a lullaby. Concrete breeze, but it's hard to find anything that feels like truth in a place that edits every line. We don't talk, we translate. Every feeling comes in late. Try to sleep, but something wakes every time the silence breaks. Welcome to the Midnight Republic. No rules written, still you feel them. Hearts beat quiet, almost public. Every secret got a system. Midnight Republic, no escape, but we don't run. We're still breathing in the static, waiting for a broken sun. Cameras blink like tired eyes, watching people play their lives. Everybody moving straight, but no one's asking if it's right. I met you under neon rain. You said nothing, still it stayed. Some connections don't need names, they just echo when you fade. Time moves slow, but we don't. Every maybe turns to won't. Still I keep a piece of hope hidden where the cracks don't show. Welcome to the Midnight Republic. No law spoken, still we follow. Love feels real, but kinda distant, like it's here and gone tomorrow. Midnight Republic, we don't kneel, but we bend just enough to keep on standing, not enough to break again. If this is freedom, why does it feel rehearsed? If this is silence, why does it hurt? I don't burn the whole damn place, I just step outside the frame. Small rebellions, quiet ways, still they never feel the same. You looked at me like I was real, not a role I had to fill. That was rare enough to keep, even if it doesn't heal. Midnight Republic, no anthem, no flag, just people wide awake, trying not to disappear. Turn the lights off. Started small decisions, quiet breaks. Now the mirror holds a version I don't fully wanna name. City's calm but I'm not in it. Every shadow feels aware, like the dark is keeping records of the things I never shared. I don't pray, I don't confess, still I feel it in my chest. Every breath is slightly off, like I'm living second guess. Sins don't sleep, they just wait in the silence and the late. Sins don't sleep, they don't go, they just follow nice and slow. Sins don't sleep, no escape, even daylight feels the same. Sins don't sleep, they stay close like a voice I almost know. Tried to drown him in the noise, tried to bury him in time, but he echoes in the pauses, in between each passing line. You once asked me if I'm honest, I said mostly, and I meant it. Truth is never fully clean, and I've learned to just accept it. Every step feels calculated, like I'm walking through a file. Every move already written, I just write it in denial. No alarms, no flashing signs, just a shift between the lines. Something off I can't define, but it's always right on time. Sins don't sleep, they don't rest, they don't care what's confessed. Sins don't sleep, they remain through the quiet, through the pain. Sins don't sleep, they adapt, they get softer than attacks. Sins don't sleep, they just stay till you look the other way. You can forget the moment, you can rename the choice, but you don't erase the version of yourself that made that noise. I changed the channel. They didn't. Blinding hum behind my name, low and steady, never loud. I cut the wires, cleared the line, but you bleed into the sound. Rooms are quiet, air is clean, nothing left where you had been. Still I catch a piece of you in the static in between. It's not memory, not exactly, more like something slightly off, like a signal half remembered that refuses to get lost. Ghosts in my frequency, living in the in-between. Not alive, not really gone, just repeating what has been. Ghosts in my frequency, no escape, no clarity. Every silence carries them, tuned too close to me. Chase the noise anymore, don't respond, don't interfere. Some connections leave a trace, even when there's no one here. I could blame you on the past, call it static, let it be, but your echo fits too well in the gaps inside of me. Every calm is slightly bent, every breath a little tense, sharing space with hollow echoes that don't need a present tense. Ghosts in my frequency, always just beneath the clean. Not enough to pull me back, still enough to intervene. Ghosts in my frequency, no control, no remedy. I don't fight them anymore, see. Stay, but don't take lead. I'm still here on my own, just not completely free. The sun is not empty. The room is still but not at rest. A heavy rhythm in the gaps. Every second holds its breath, waiting to collapse. It's not peace, it's pulling tight. Every pause a hidden line. No escaping, no demand, just the way we understand. Silence has a pulse beating under everything. Not a sound you hear, but a weight you can't unring. Silence has a pulse, slow but never gone. Every quiet moment keeps a rhythm going on. Words just scatter when they land, when the quiet takes command. Every glance says more than speech, an absence sitting out of reach. Don't fill it, don't fix it. If it's still here, it means something. Silence has a pulse. I feel it when I breathe. Not alone, not the same, just somewhere in between. The city hums like a dying machine, and we keep breathing as if we still believe. You lit a cigarette in the ruins, called it love, I called it prophecy. Every heartbeat felt like static, our sins broadcast on broken frequency. The streets don't sleep, they twitch like old ghosts. We danced on the edge with our shadows as hosts. You, me, and the collapse. No future, no maps, just smoke and relapse. You, me, burns down again tonight, I'll still choose your hand in the light. Just void, just us. It still looks the same. That's the strange part. Same design. Ferries cut across the bay. White foam on a routine day. I stand where we used to talk, watching strangers pause and walk. Every street puts on a show, lowering the hope below. Nothing broken, nothing burned, just a quiet shift I learned. Something heavy, something small, waiting for a lost recall. Izmir doesn't dream anymore, just drifting from shore to shore. Same streets and the fading light, but something is missing tonight. No, Izmir doesn't dream anymore, just a ghost of what it was before. Not lost, not new, just a city that stopped breaking through. At 9:30, music bleeds from every line. People have to keep it thin, scared to let the silence in. Past the window at your place, different name, a stranger's face. Street cats on the corner still, they don't question, never will. I don't blame the city's pace, time just leaves a hollow trace. What we had is not erased, just a ghost we can't replace. Izmir doesn't dream anymore, just drifting from shore to shore. Same streets and the fading light, but something is missing tonight. No, Izmir doesn't dream anymore, just a ghost of what it was before. Not lost, not new, just a city that stopped breaking through. Maybe the streets are exactly the same. Maybe I'm the one who forgot how to aim. The city is innocent, perfectly blind. The lack of a dream is all in my mind. Sunset falls the usual way, red is slipping into gray. Izmir doesn't dream anymore, still it keeps me at the door. Not inside, not outside, just somewhere I used to hide. We just lost the meaning. Candles lit in empty rooms, smoke goes up but means nothing. Everywhere we used to hold now just echoes without weight. We made promises like laws, carved them deep into the air. Time erased them quietly like they were never really there. You said this is something real, I didn't argue, I just stayed. Truth is not what breaks first, it just slowly fades away. I don't kneel, I don't pray, not because I've lost my way. Just no altar left to face, no belief I wanna save. There is nothing sacred left, not the words, not the breath. The love we thought was different is just gravity and theft. No exception, no defense, just the weight of evidence. Everything we held above is back among the rest. We still talk like it's intact, still pretend it's just a phase, but I see it in the pauses, how it shifts, how it decays. Not a fight, not a break, just a quiet letting go, like a building standing straight while the inside starts to fall. There is nothing sacred left, not the words, not the breath. The love we thought was different is just gravity and theft. No exception, no defense, just the weight of evidence. Everything we held above is back among the rest. Maybe sacred was just a word. We used to feel less temporary. Maybe losing it is the only way to see what we actually are. I'm not trying to restore it. If it's real, it doesn't need a holy name. It just is. Nothing sacred left. Nothing sacred left. They taught us to behave, they never taught us to feel. So we learned desire like a crime. Lust is a revolution, no flags, no solution. Bodies speak what mouths refuse. Lust is a revolution. No prayers, no restitution, just scars in formation. We don't ask for absolution. Lust is a revolution. They sell control in clean white rooms, call it peace, call it rules. I feel more truth in a shaking breath than in your polished tools. Hands dirty, mind awake, I don't kneel, I don't wait. Every touch is a question mark, every kiss a jailbreak. They say desire makes you weak, I say numbness makes you tame. I'd rather burn in honest heat than freeze inside your frame. No halo, no disguise, I see hunger in your eyes. That's not sin, that's pressure building up before it breaks the sky. Lust is a revolution, no flags, no solution. Bodies speak what mouths refuse. Lust is a revolution. No gods, no substitution, just nerve and intuition. We don't beg for permission. Lust is a revolution. They fear what can't be archived, what won't sit still in files. A body that remembers itself is dangerous in their trials. I don't want your future plans, I want now, I want real. Your heartbeat is a manifesto, your skin knows how to feel. They trained us to apologize for one more than air, but every system ever built collapsed under desire. So don't preach balance to my bones when you've never risked the fall. I found more truth in losing control than in never living at all. Maybe lust isn't the problem, maybe obedience is. they call it chaos when we stop asking for permission. Lust is a revolution, no cure, no conclusion, just bodies breaking formation. Lust is a revolution, no law, no institution, just flesh and resolution. We don't want your salvation. Lust is a revolution. This is an omens. This is an sin. This is the moment we remember we're alive. Lust is a revolution. Cold still lives inside the walls, but the window's open now. Air moves differently, not as heavy as before. Somehow, trees look like they're undecided. Stay asleep or start again. I stand somewhere in between, not fully lost, not fully there. Cracks in concrete turning green, thin lines nobody sees. City breathing under noise like it's trying to believe everything looks the same, but it isn't quite. Change doesn't make a sound, it just shifts the light. Spring comes slowly, doesn't ask, doesn't warn. Something soft inside me starts to come undone. Spring comes late, never right on time, but I'm not in a hurry for once, I don't mind. I dropped the heavy coat, still carry it around. Habits don't disappear, just loosen their hold somehow. Faces feel a little new, or maybe it's my view. Same streets, different light, like I'm seeing something true. Music playing from afar wouldn't touch me back then. Now I stop and let it stay, don't ask where it begins. Healing doesn't shout, it barely shows. You wake up one day and the weight just slows. Spring comes slowly, doesn't fill the space, but it leaves the door open just enough to stay. Spring comes broken, nothing fully fixed, but the silence inside me doesn't hit like it did. It won't be perfect, it won't be clean, but it might be lighter. I won't say it's here,